Annyeong! Welcome to L Sessions! Today, we will be navigating Excel. Let's go! The easiest way to navigate Excel is to use scroll bars. We have a vertical scroll bar which will allow us to scroll down and up, and this horizontal scroll bar which allow us to go right and left. At both ends of the scroll bars, you will see this small arrow that will allow us to make smaller movements. However, it is not always the most efficient method to use. Most of the times, it is quicker to use our keyboard, just like what we have learned on the previous videos. Say for example, we have our arrow keys, which will allow us to easily move left, right, up, or down one cell at a time. For bigger movements, let's just use page up and page down. What they do is to take us down one screen's worth at a time. So as you can see, I am on row 22 at the moment. If I press page down, you can now see I'm already at row 44. If I press page up again, I am back to where I was before. If you want to go back at the beginning of your large spreadsheet, you can save a lot of time by using Control Home, which I previously suggest as one of the shortcuts that's easy to remember. You may also wish to navigate to a different sheet within a spreadsheet. If you look at the bottom here, you'll see I have actually 3 sheet tabs, and each of which is a different sheet. To move between these, simply click on the appropriate worksheet tab, or you may use Control Page Down or Control Page Up, and I'm going to move to Profit per Region to look at selecting data. Simply click on the cell to select a single cell. If you wish to select more than one, click on the cell in your selection and hold your mouse and drag to the very last cell. You'll notice that they all become highlighted except for the first one. Don't worry, that is still part of the selection. Be very careful, however, when selecting. Remember first these 3 icons. The big white cross is your selection icon. Hover your cursor to the cell, and this skinny cross with black arrows is actually called the move icon. So if I click and drag now, what it has actually done is move the data. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Don't worry, every mistake in Excel can be undone using this undo button. Or, do you remember in our first video, Control Z? The third icon is this little plus sign. You get this when you hover over the corner of the active cell. This time, when I click and drag it, it looks like it's selecting, but actually, it has copied what's something above. Again, that's not what I meant to do, so I'm going to undo that. So remember, when selecting, you want that big white cross. To select an entire column of data, you can simply click on the appropriate letters. So to select column D, I click on D. Or just do our shortcut, Control space. You just need to go to a cell and do Control space. There. So to select row 5, I'm just gonna click on the number 5. Or move using your arrow keys, then shift space. Between the row numbers and the column letters is a funny little corner, and if you click on that, you select your whole spreadsheet. Nice and easy. Sometimes you want to select larger sets of data, and clicking and dragging can be quite slow. So another option is to click on the first cell in your data set, then hold the shift key down and click on the last cell, and that will select everything between your 2 clicks. But wait, there's more. An even quicker way of doing this is to click somewhere on your data and use Control A. Control A for all. Very nice and quick. One last thing. Sometimes you need to select 2 sections of data that are not next to each other. We call this non-contiguous data. I start by clicking, selecting country, but if I now try and select my total profit results, oops, I unselected my country. So let's try that again. I'm going to select my country, but this time I'm going to hold down the Control key and select my total profit. Excellent. Now, it's time for you to try it.